views, thoughts, and opinions expressed in this podcast are the content creator's own and do not represent the views, thoughts, and opinions of Essex County College. The material and information presented here is for entertainment and informative purposes only. It should not be considered as professional advice or a substitute for seeking professional guidance.
Stay in your lane. What we said, stay in your lane. What we said, ready, set, goes. Ready, set, goes. Ready, set, goes. Okay, welcome to the Stay in Your Lane podcast. It's your girl, Samanta Harmond, a.k.a. Miss Spicy's, the Jamaican girl in town. But I want to say, listen, I'm back in the studio again with our special guest, and we're here for part 2. And listen, this part 2 is going to be short, precise, but it's something that's for the youth. Not only for the youth, but also for anyone out there that may be struggling in their lane and trying to figure out themselves. This story is a testament of resilience, all right, and motivation. And I'm really inspired by the strength from this young man. So I'm going to let him introduce himself again. Take the mic.
All right. Well, again, my name is Anthony Clifton, but mostly everyone calls me either Tone or Tony. Either one is fine. I'm cool with it.
You're cool with it?
Yeah.
So do you like to be... So when someone called you by Anthony Clifton... I think that is so professional.
Yeah. Yeah, it really is. Very astute.
Yes.
Yeah, to call me by my whole name. Yeah. It doesn't happen a lot, but
no?
Nah, not a lot. Maybe in class, that's probably the only time you're going to hear somebody call my full name out.
Your full name out?
When they're doing attendance, that's it.
But I think that name, like you're calling your full name, especially with your story and whatever, I think it comes with a power. Of like a motivational, okay, you're about to give a story, a talk in lifting up the youth in some way. Anthony Clifton. You understand? I don't know. You remember the first time I seen you? I told you that it's like you could be a motivational speaker.
You did say that.
You remember?
You did say that.
Because you gave me that. And I think it's about like stepping into that power and owning it. But just plant seeds. And then when it takes you.
I'll do that.
So, of course, we're back for part 2. We're still here in the studio. So I want to say real quick, part 1 episode was very eye-opening, inspirational. You said you shared a story that you have never, you haven't talked about in a long time.
It's been a while.
It's been a while. Right?
For sure.
And why haven't you?
It's not something that you would necessarily just speak freely about with anybody. Like, it happened. It's part of my life. It's part of who I am. It made me who I am today. And I don't mind. It's not like I'm ashamed of it. It's just, I just don't talk about it.
You don't wear it like on the forehead, okay, this is what happened or anything like that.
Not at all.
Oh, okay. I totally understand that. You just speak about it and move on with it.
Pretty much.
And so have you ever done an interview about it?
No.
No?
No, this is my first one.
This is your first one? Look at this, guys. Anthony Clifton, he's on the Stay in Your Lane podcast. Listen. Let's cheer for that. So I know where we left off in our last episode, you were telling me about the two worlds when it comes to prison and the real world. And I would say have spent most of your life in prison, right? How many years did you do?
Because I'm currently in a halfway house, I will be done in 4.5 months. As of January, to be 19 years.
19 years.
19 years.
So they gave you 20
in the system.
In
Yes.
the system.
Yes.
So after that 4.5 months, will you be like?
I'm done.
You're done?
I'm done.
Off probation and everything?
Oh, no, I will have probation, but I'll be done with everything else.
Everything else?
Everything that has to do with the Department of Corrections, I will be done.
Okay, that's good. So I want you to go, How did prison life shaped you? How was it like in there, in that world? Did you forget about the outside world?
No, oddly enough, no, I tried to keep my mind in the outside world in spite of being where I was. And I get that a lot from people. They'll tell me, they're like, you don't operate or move like a person that has a lot of time in prison.
No.
So, like, I think I did a pretty good job of mentally staying out of that place. Like, so, like, it took a while for me to really lock in and get into that mindset because initially, as I said, I was resentful, I was angry. There's a lot going on, so I found myself getting in trouble in prison. But after a while, you start to put things in perspective, especially when you start meeting certain individuals that have your life in prison already.
That they have their life.
I have your life. Like at one point in time, I had a roommate, and I was I think I was 24, 23, 24. He had 27 years in already.
Wow.
With no thought of like freedom anywhere on the horizon for him. So that'll put things in perspective for you and really force you to grow up. Because you start to see like, all right, there's people in here that got it worse than I do.
Yeah.
For sure. So it'll put you on a track where you got to get in your lane.
You got to figure it out.
You got to figure it out. You got to figure it out, and you got to figure it out fast because somebody's always going to have it worse than you.
So that's the turning point for you that makes you accept that I got to start, even though I'm not out yet, mentally out there, but while I'm in here, I have to really create a foundation that's going to build me.
And I had this, you got to lock into that mindset and that mentality, and you got to keep going with it because if you don't, it will break you.
So what's the negative part about being in there, that world?
You can't do anything without permission. You have no autonomy. You have no freedom, for lack of a better phrase. Like, there's nothing that you can do that won't be watched, monitored, controlled, micromanaged. Everything you do is under a microscope. Like, there's nothing that you can do that you can just be like, all right, I can just go and do it. Nope, can't do it.
So they let you know, they monitor when you wake up, when you eat, when you go back to sleep.
Yep. Even when you take a shower and use the bathroom. Everything is monitored. You can't do anything on your own time at all.
Wow.
Like, it really is an oppressive system.
Wow. So what's the programs that they have in there that help the youth? Because I know you mentioned that while you were in prison, while you were incarcerated, you started a program of college.
Yes.
That's so you started transition in your mind in the education. How did that start?
There's a few programs that offer you trades and things of this nature. And if you want to go in that field and take that lane, feel free because they are accredited. Like, and there's different companies and programs that work with the New Jersey Department of Corrections that offer different programs and certifications that, will put you in a position for when you're released to, at least have some type of tools that you can use to at least become gainfully employed in some way. But me, I did do that as well. I am a certified residential electrician because I took a program in there. But
okay.
In regards to college, like, there's a program called NJ STEP, and it is a college program for people that are incarcerated and people that are coming home. And it's their partnership with Raritan Valley Community College, which is in Morris County. I believe it's in Morris County. I might be wrong. Either it's Morris or Monmouth County, but it's called Raritan Valley, and that's the program. And they send professors in there. Professors come in there, will go to class, because there was one institution I was in there. We have a full-blown schoolhouse in the prison. And the professors used to come in there and they'll teach us. Yeah.
So did you, while you were in there, did you get out at any time? Like
get out,
do they send you to any facility or anything outside of the prison?
No.
You're just locked in there?
Yeah. If you're going anywhere, it's to another prison. You don't go anywhere outside of that unless you're being released.
Wow. So I think I'm going to amp it up a little bit. So with all those experience, did you know you were going to be released, or did your lawyer just came to you?
After they sentence you, like you kind of know what your fate is after that. Like only time you're uncertain is when you're going through the process of sitting in the county jail, going back and forth to court, your lawyer coming to see you, letting you know what they're trying to do on the prosecutor side and what we're trying to do or what we're trying to accomplish. But after all of that is said and done, once they sentence you, that's it.
Okay, so you knew.
Yeah, like I knew what my release date was going to be after they calculate everything, because they calculate it right there in the courtroom after they sentence you. They tell you how much time you got. They tell you what you have to do off of it, which is called a mandatory minimum. And they tell you that your release date will be such, such, such. Mine is February 2nd, 2026. Now imagine hearing that in 2007, 2008, that your release date will be February 2nd, 2026.
It's like you feel like, where will the world be at that time?
Yeah. Like you're going to, like you, in your head, you're like, I'm missing out. I'm going to miss so much. I'm going to miss out on a lot. But that's another thing I will say to people. Hopefully you never go to prison, people.
Yes.
But do not try to play catch up when you get home. Do not try to play catch up. You're never going to catch up. You do you. Do what you're going to do. Do what makes you happy. Do what's going to keep you on the right path. Because trying to catch up, you're going to find yourself in a world of trouble, possibly back in there because you're trying to do too much, too fast, too soon.
Feel like you're missing out.
Yeah.
So the day that you were released, how was that? How was that feeling when you came back in the real world?
It was a culture shock for sure.
21st century, you see people, when you went in, there was no smartphone, people walking around just like, how was this?
The first iPhone came out, I think 6 or 7 months after I was incarcerated.
You was okay?
Yeah, so it's like, I didn't know anything about any of that.
You know about flip phones?
Yeah, you know, the last thing that I had was a Boost Mobile Chirp. That was the last phone that I owned right before.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like that.
Oh wow.
So it was a culture shock for sure. Having to get used to the new way of life, essentially. And
Okay.
you gotta acclimate. You gotta get in the middle of it because this is the world. Like there's no turning back. It's not like I want to go back to prison because you know I've met people like that too.
Okay, that end up going back.
They'll say like I might as well go back to prison. This is not the world that I know.
Because it's too it's too fast.
It's too much. It's too fast. It's too much. They don't know anything about how this world works, and they've reasoned with themselves that they would rather be back in prison as opposed to being in a free world.
So is it like you come back in the real world? Is it like space or something? Like who are these people? Like
pretty much.
Is it like that?
Yeah, it's a lot. It's kind of difficult to explain, but it's just like a lot to handle.
Okay.
Because you've lived a certain way for so long.
Oh, yes.
And now you have your freedom back. Now what are you going to do with it? And you got some individuals that can't handle it.
It's scary.
They're scared.
Oh, okay, so these are, because I always wonder, right? And I think many people looking on the outside, I think people always judge when a person spent like more than 10 years, like all these years in jail, and then they come back out, and some may go back and do the same crime, some may do something that make them go back in there. People wonder like, oh, they didn't learn, they didn't do this. But I think the mental part of what you're trying to explain is that they weren't equipped for the real world. So whatever they knew when they that got them in there the first place is what they go back to, because that's the familiarity.
Yep.
They don't have no growth behind that.
At all. I know some individuals that have come back numerous times before I even had the opportunity to leave once. And they'll say it, like, I feel like I got another one in me. This wasn't about anything. Oh, yeah? More power to you, because I ain't got another one of these in me. They learned me. They got it. You got it. You got it. Like,
And so when you came back out, you went in the halfway house, right?
Mm-hmm.
Was it your choice to decide, I want to go back to college?
yes, it was my choice.
Was your choice?
It was my choice.
And what inspired that choice of, I want to come to Essex County College?
Well, first off, it's convenient because I'm from here. So, and when they offered that program initially for the OSHA certifications and all that, it was held here in the Training Inc. department. So, And in the midst of me going back and forth every day, Monday through Thursday to the program, I started looking around the school and I figured, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and re-enroll and finish everything. And I also made a promise to my mother a long time ago that I was going to complete my education.
Yeah.
So all that culminated into a simple decision for me.
Okay.
So I can get my certifications, I can get my trades, but I'm going to get this college degree too.
I love that. So now that you're on a new path, how are you mentally, like, grasping the work? Because how long you said you have been out?
I've been moving around outside now for a little over a year.
A little over a year?
Yeah, a little over. Well, it's almost 2 years now. Wow, time is flying.
Wow.
Almost 2 years now. So yeah, I'm back in full swing. I'm used to the world now. Nothing surprises me.
Okay.
Even the madness that I see out there, just stay away from it. But I'm used to it now. And initially, it took a little bit of getting used to. Even though I'm familiar with the area, it was still, I had butterflies and everything when I used to come out every day. Every day I'm coming outside, but I'm like, oh man, it puts you in a mindset to where as though you feel like you got to keep your head on the swivel, and that comes from the prison mentality as well.
Always have to be on your cues to make sure you don't get entangled with anyone or anything. So did the community change, or you haven't been like? It
changed for the most part. It changed. It didn't change for the worse. You know what? I can put it like this: the community didn't change. The people did.
The people did.
It's just like different people doing the same things in some places.
So you said life. They said life recycles, right?
It does.
And the same thing keep going over and over, and unless you get away from it.
Yep. It's just different players in the same game.
Same game.
Same game, different players.
So your brother, he's out?
Yeah, he's out. He's finally started to get it together. Like, it took him a few years, but he started to get it together. My brother, he moved out of Jersey. He lives in Ohio now, but he travels back and forth between Ohio and New York because he has a son that lives out there in New York. So he bounces back and forth. He's doing his thing now. So I'm proud of him. My youngest brother, he's never been in trouble. So I'm proud of him. So like they're doing their thing now.
I love that. So how do you stay focused now?
Because I don't want to go back to what I used to know and what I used to do. So that's my motivation. That's my motivation. That's my focus. And I got goals that I want to accomplish. So, and I know that this right here is the best way that I'm going to accomplish these goals. Because I don't make plans. Plans are always likely to change. The goal never changes for me.
Love that.
Plans always have a way of falling through.
Yes.
Not playing out the way you thought it was. I always said that after I started growing and learning, I always said that, I never make a plan. Plans don't always work out the way you want them to. If you set a goal, the goal never changes.
Yes.
You know what you want to be. You know where you want to go. You know what you want to do. You just got to do everything necessary to get to that goal. You just got to take different avenues sometimes. This is why I don't set plans.
I love it. So knowing that you're out now and you're in school and your past life versus your present and your future life that you're going towards, what are the biggest challenges you faced while staying in your lane currently?
Well, the biggest challenges would be that I have a record. That's pretty much it. Because I've never been a dummy. I'm far from a dummy, and I know how to operate and interact with people. Because I know some people that do not know how to interact with individuals at all. But I know what's necessary to interact with people to get where I need to be and to build relationships and build bonds and structures. But that pesky record, that's probably the only thing that's
challenging.
Yeah, that's the only thing because I will not be able to get certain jobs. Certain jobs.
So, do you use it as a motivation and want to create
my own
the job for yourself? Set your own table
for sure, and
use it as something that can help.
Absolutely.
People like you also that has a record and letting them know that it's not the end.
Yeah,
rejection, even if you get a rejection, use it as an opening for yourself.
I will say that I'm appreciative to the place that employs me now because they gave me a chance and I haven't let them down. And I will not let them down.
Love that.
But
congratulations.
I had to I think I put in at least 300-400 applications before I got a call back.
Yeah.
It got to the point that I got discouraged, and I was just, you know what, I'm just going to do school, and if a job comes, it comes, whatever. Maybe a month into me starting school back, they gave me a call.
You know what's so funny? I used to work before I came to college. I used to do work at non-profit organization, and I met there was this gentleman that applied. He did 20 years in jail. He came out and he was getting into barbering, but it wasn't doing enough. I remember when I first talked to him and every single thing, he shared that, and he told me, like, thank you for giving me a chance, because it has been so hard for me to get a job. Like, so many people has rejected me and every single thing. But then I felt like people need second chances and for them to prove themselves, right? He went in there for manslaughter and everything that happened to him. But in the midst of that, he was supposed to work, and then he ended up trying to date me, and that did not work out. He overstepped his line and everything. Right. But what you just said, that a lot of people reject you because they don't believe in second chance because of the record. I think when you finally get that acceptance, it really helps you a lot. So it leads me into my next question, like, how do you handle, like, you know, criticism and like feedback?
Oh, I don't pay attention to it.
No?
I don't. There's no reason to, because what I've done in the past doesn't define who I am, and it didn't even define me who I was back then. So I don't listen. Like, I don't get much criticism, to be honest with you. Like, people may look at you a certain way, they might say stuff under their breath, but I don't pay attention to any of that.
No. So a person never, after knowing your previous life, your past, never have stepped to you in a sidetrack way or anything, judging you.
Not at all, which is
good,
a blessing for sure.
Yes,
because I'm fortunate for that, because people don't. Because as I said before, they'll always say, "Oh, you did all that time. You don't look like that type of person. Like, you don't look like you did that much time. You don't even look like the type to even get in trouble." Well, I appreciate that.
I love that. I think you have mastered the discipline of self-discipline, awareness, in being grounded. So I think that's good. Focus on the things. So what lessons have you learned from the failure and setbacks?
To keep going, for sure, because it's not the end for you. If you don't have life, you don't have long. Like, I always learned that. And I learned that from guys that are in prison that have life. And they used to always tell me, it could always be worse.
I don't think they heard what you said.
If you don't have life, you don't have long.
You guys, you heard that? If you don't have life, you don't have long.
There's always an opportunity to build yourself up.
Mm-hmm.
There's always opportunity to learn something new. There's always an opportunity to get better at whatever you want to do. Because, like, speaking from my experience, while in prison, you have nothing but time and opportunity to perfect the craft.
So how did you find your voice in the real world? In staying, like, you know, how you are right now?
With patience.
Yeah?
Yeah, with patience, because people, you know, it's the real world, so people are going to get on your nerves. They're going to irk you. They're going to say stuff and do stuff that might want to push you over the edge. They're trying to bait you. They're trying to have you crash out, as the kids say now. Like, you have to really have patience. You have to have patience. You have to have focus. You got to make sure that nothing anyone says or does is going to knock you off of your track, of your square, and put you in a place where you don't want to be, mentally, physically, or otherwise. I practice a lot of patience. I don't reach out to everyone. I'm friendly, but I don't have a lot of friends. Because friends will get you in trouble.
True.
Like, especially the wrong ones.
Yes, I love that. So what's the importance that you would say of self-awareness and staying focused?
The importance of self-awareness is knowing who you are is paramount and where you're going to go. Because if you don't know who you are, how are you going to figure out what you want to do in life, where you want to be, what you want to accomplish? You have to know who you are first. And speaking from my experience,
yes,
it's not difficult to learn who you are if you can sit in a room by yourself and just reflect and evaluate and just think. Because it's some people can't do that, unfortunately. Some people can't just sit in a room with their own thoughts.
With their own self, yes.
And it's hard for some people. And I've been in situations where I had to sit in a room by myself, no roommate, no know anything. And and if you can do that, then you'll be just fine. And be honest with yourself, though.
Yes.
You have to be honest with yourself. You can't sit in a room with yourself and then think there's nothing wrong with you, or there's nothing that you have to fix, or there's nothing that you need to work on, because you're not going to succeed in that manner at all.
I love that. And that is so true. I always say self is the best person you spend time with, because it would teach you who you are. So as we coming up to our wrapped up, oh my God, this is really good. So how do you continue learning and growing now in your lane?
Now it's just, I'm just taking in all the new experiences and applying them to what I got going on in my life now. And I try to find a way to apply everything that I have going on positively. And if it can benefit me in the long run, whether it's mentally, spiritually, emotionally, physically, I'm with it.
I love that. Listeners, I hope you're listening. So this is for the listeners out there, right? So I want to ask you, how can your story serve as a roadmap for someone else?
I would hope that they wouldn't follow in my footsteps in any way, shape, or form. If you're out there doing dirt, it's not worth it, man. It's really not worth it, because at the end of the day, there's only two options.
Yeah.
There's only two results that you're going to get out of living that life. People walking around talking about something they won't be YNs and all that. Okay.
Yes, that's a new thing.
Yep. And I wouldn't recommend that life. I know it's difficult getting out of it once you're in it, because I was in that type of life. But
yes.
if you have the opportunity to stay away from that and not be part of that circle, that lifestyle, then take full advantage of it, because jail is not fun. Jail is not fun at all. Like, don't get me wrong, people laugh and stuff like that, but in and of itself, prison is not a fun place to be. Like, I don't care what anybody tells you otherwise, they'll be lying to you. Prison is not fun. There's nothing magical about it, and it's not like it is on TV, how they glamorize it, and no, it's not. It's none of that.
Taking away your freedom.
Yeah, you're not gonna be able to. You're not gonna be able to do anything on your own.
Wow. So, what advice would you give someone that is struggling to find their lane?
Focus, lock in, sit down and really evaluate what you want to do. And even if you got to make a list, sit down and make a list about the different steps that's necessary to take before you embark on your journey.
Yeah.
Because if you just go out there running around all wild and you know that you're just like, you have to lock in on one thing. My uncle used to tell me, don't half-ass multiple things, whole-ass one thing. And I used to sit there and like, what? He was like, don't half-ass different things, whole-ass one thing. He basically was telling me to focus.
Focus, yes.
Lock in on one thing, accomplish that, and then move on.
And then move on. Something that I had struggled with in the past, and no, your uncle was speaking to me. I had to learn that. So I love that. So I know you have had life changes and stuff. You went in the system, now you're in the real world. So I have to ask you, if you could challenge or rewrite one of society's so-called rules in today's world, what would you change and why?
Well, there's a lot of societal rules that I don't agree with, for sure. Like the glamorization of nonsense. It really doesn't do it for me. It doesn't resonate. Like, and nonsense can range from the dating world to what it means to be successful in some people's eyes. Everything is like it's puffed up for entertainment.
Yes.
It has no substance. It has has nothing behind it, has nothing under it. But like, I would change that. Like authenticity. I need authenticity in my life, and I would hope that people would want that as well, as opposed to what they might see on the gram or TikTok. Or people make stuff look good, but it's not always necessarily the case in the real world. So I would bring back that. People just be honest. Like, be honest, be straightforward, be straight up with your intentions, with who you are, what you got, if that's what you want to do. But I just don't be fake about stuff, because this thing, it seems like fake is winning right now.
It is. Authenticity is lost, and the fake is called an authenticity. That's what the real thing is. So you're definitely right about that. Be yourself. So, what one quote that you, what's a quote that keep you focused or like you live by?
One quote that I live by.
Yes.
It's going to sound like a plug
Okay.
for my man, for my man's Jerry's podcast, but just be you.
Ooh, love it.
Just be you.
Just be you. That's a listen. That's.
It doesn't hurt to be yourself. Mm-hmm. And being yourself is the purest form of personality that you can be.
Yes.
It's so difficult trying to be somebody else or trying to be like someone else. Just be you. Just do what you do and be you. Mm. And just move forward in life. Just doing what you can do.
Yes. I love that. So any dream passenger in your lane? Dead or alive?
I mean, I think you might have me a little stumped. Wow. I don't know.
No? No.
Wow.
Anyone out there that motivate you, inspire you, that you said you would like to meet, have a sit down with, or...
There's so many people that have that's influenced my life, whether directly or indirectly. It's kind of difficult for me to pick just one person to sit down and speak with.
Yeah.
Wow. I would really have to think on that because I don't have an answer.
Okay.
About one individual. Wow.
Maybe that's something that maybe get on your list.
Yeah.
Something to think about, to make you dig deep. I love that. So, any final words of wisdom from our listeners?
Stay in your lane.
Stay in your lane.
Focus. Focus. Work on you. And don't let the outside noise distract you from what your current goal is or what your future goal is. Whether it be short-term, long-term, outside noise will distract you. It will deter you. You cannot let that get to you. Because it's going to get greater for sure. You just got to keep out what you got going on.
Yes, I love that. So with your life experience, I have to ask this question because I want to see where you're at. If your lane could inspire the next generation, what legacy do you want painted on it?
Oh, well, resiliency for sure.
Yes.
Hope, reassurance, strength. Like, it's a few things that I want to be remembered for. Mainly resiliency, though, because I've been through a lot. And for me to bounce back the way I did is a Herculean effort. And I feel like I've been accomplishing it so far, and I'm trying to be successful with that. So if they can take a page out of my book, just look at what I've been through and where I'm at now and where I'm going, because I'm going places.
I love that. I can see it. I can tell you are. So discipline or motivation, which one?
Discipline.
Why?
Because discipline will keep you on the right track. You can be motivated, but you can always be sidetracked. Discipline will keep you where you need to be. Always. Even when you don't want to, discipline to keep you there. Same thing with working out.
And that's a fact. Even when you don't want to, even when you don't feel motivated, discipline will get you up and get you there. So I love that. Anthony, I want to say thank you so much for coming on. I really appreciate it. We did a really good interview, part 1, part 2. Of course, I can go on and on and on and more deeper, but I don't want to take up too much of your time. You spent an hour with me, and I really appreciate it. Any final words or question for me?
This was fun.
Yes.
I appreciate it. You are a great interviewer.
Yes.
I appreciate that. Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you for this.
Did you expect it? Or you didn't have any expectations?
I didn't really have any expectations, but for us to sit here and just chat freely, I'm fine with that. It didn't feel stiff or stifled. Like, you cool peoples.
Great energy.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you. I always get that. So, as I always tell everyone out there, as you see the final word, discipline versus motivation. Motivation is something that will literally, if you don't feel motivated one day, you may not do what you need to do. But if you have that discipline, it would drive you to your goal and passion. So focus on that. Discipline will always get you. Remember consistency. All right. And also remember, don't compare yourself to others. It's great to take inspiration, but never compare because it kills joy, right? And fear and procrastination kill gold. So just focus on what you have. As Anthony said, don't try to play catch up, all right? Just focus on your lane one step at a time, all right? And your journey, gonna lead you to your destination. And remember, your story is your glory. Own it. Your voice needs to be heard. So don't let anyone shrink that. Just be you. I love that what he said. So start unknown, finish unforgettable. As y'all know, that's my favorite quote by Mitzi Copeland. And what? Seek the kingdom and all that we wish for will be granted to you. So live your life. Stay in your lane. What we said? Stay in your lane. What we said? Ready, set, goes. Ready, set, goes. Ready, 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 set, go. Thank you all for watching, for listening. I would say make sure you go over to YouTube at SLAOESSEX and also on Spotify at SLAOESSEX. And follow my Instagram. Again, my name is Samantha, signing out.
And I'm Tony.
Love it. Bye, guys.
This has been a production of the Essex County College Podcast Club. Copyright 2024, all rights reserved.